The next thing we are talking about, here's the info for the Throwback 2018 Winterval with me, Kevin, Chuck, and others. Here we go.
Oh, just picture, yeah. And I'll take one right here. You want me to do the intro, Wes? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Jeff Landis. I got kicked out of the house, so I don't know what I gotta do. So I decided to come to the old fort. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kicked out of the house. I don't think I'd actually survive in something like this. Come on in here, Kevin. You think you can survive in something like this?
Man, I could maybe for about a day, 24 hours. 24 hours definitely, but I don't know if I could actually go like they did back in the old days. Because this was a real thing back in the day.
Oh yeah, and that's a real fire. I
Yeah.
mean, let's see if you could zoom in right there. But yeah, they got tons of things going on. One thing about this old fort thing is that you can learn the history of Fort Wayne again.
Definitely.
We don't have a documentary of Fort Wayne, which should be done, but again, this is totally different from. But yeah, here we are in somebody's bedroom. Yeah.
Just remember, they always say, Fort Wayne, but a lot of people say, I'm going back to the fort. Well, this is actually the fort.
Yeah.
Right here. Like, it's not the city. The fort's right here.
So yeah, if we get some shots of some stuff in here.
Oh, so we got a while. Yeah. Back to the heat.
Are you ready? Hey, we're here at the Winterval with the old fort. So what do you guys do here?
We're portraying what the natives would have been like during 1758 when they were here at Fort Wayne. Today's just a normal day in at the fort where they're getting a new commander. There's a lot of sickness going on right now. People have the smallpox. So we're just portraying what life was like in 1758.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been reenacting since around 2000. My father been reenacting for 30 years or more, and so I was just born into it. I have a big love for history and French and Indian War time period, Rev War, War of 1812.
So in reality, you get to live it out, kind of, with what you're
Yeah,
doing,
yeah, and that's what a lot of it is for us, is experiencing what they went through in those times. They're living in weather just like this, where everything we have on is what they would have had at that time.
Now, anybody that's watching this today, how would you tell people to come out here? I mean, what advice would you give them to come out here, even for the first time? Because again, some people have never been here at the old fort.
If they have a love for history, or they just want to see, how people lived back then, to check the local communities, see what events they have going on, living history events. They're always more than welcome to come out and talk to anybody. We're all here to educate, talk, and have a good time, and let people know what life was like. And if they're interested in becoming reenactors, do a little history, read some books, and talk to other people, and find out how to get your gear together or what you need to do. And we're always like to have more people, because the more people we have, the more fun it is, and it brings in more crowds. If you have big people, you get more public coming in.
That is very true. So yeah, come out here to the old fort today, and just anytime whenever they have these events. Like I said, I've been to a couple of them. It's just awesome being here at the old fort. Again, like I said, the old fort has a lot of history here.
Yeah, it does.
Tons of things. All right, well, stay tuned for some more interviews on Wesley TV. Thank you.
All right,
What's
thank
your name,
you.
by the way? Hi, here we are at the old fort at the Winterval. What room are we in today?
This is the doctor's office.
I'm feeling okay right now, but what do I have to do for medical stuff here?
Most of the medicines that they had around the area actually weren't medicines. They were herbs. They were things that they had to procure from around the area. So a lot of them were kind of like homemade remedies and things like that came from the herbs and the vegetables. So modern medicine wasn't in effect back then.
So now we got like listen stuff like what kind of cures can this stuff help out with right here?
I'm not actually sure what they're doing with this. So
Oh, okay.
I know they are going to make some tea for some of the sick men. help with the sore throats and the dysentery, things like that, trying to help the stomachs out. Really what they could do for the men was just try to make them comfortable and let their bodies actually fight the causes of what was happening. So there wasn't much science behind it. It was more of, did this work or did this not work?
Kind of the trial
Yeah.
going back then.
Yep.
Now, how long have you been doing this stuff?
Reenacting?
Yeah.
Since I was 9 years old, so don't make me do math.
No, you don't have to. just blame me for forever.
A little over 20 years probably.
Oh wow. How has it changed throughout the years of doing it? Because again, like I said, change happens everywhere. I mean, I'm sure it happens here at the old fort with whatever you guys do too.
We're seeing like a lot of the reenactors kind of fade away a little bit. It's more of an older generation thing. After the 250th anniversaries of the French and Indian War in America, we saw a lot of our like veteran reenactors just kind of retire. We are getting like a younger generation that's getting interested in this kind of history, which is great. Other than that, the research is getting a lot better with the internet. A lot of people are posting stuff now that wasn't available, so our uniforms are getting, little details that we try to stick to are getting a little bit better.
Now, what would you tell people, since you guys are looking for more actors and stuff like that, what would you tell the people out there who are like, oh, I want to be part of history? Because again, I was talking to somebody else. I mean, people that have different aspects of doing this.
Do your research, do your homework before you get involved in it, before you start spending a lot of money in it, figure out what you want to portray. We all portray the French. We go all around the country. 6 months ago, I was out on the Vermont border in New York doing living history out there. And now we're over here, which is about 3 hours away from where I live. But these sites are all over the eastern United States, all the way out to the Mississippi River for French sites. So just do your research, figure out what you want to portray.
Stay in school and listen to your parents.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, if we can, like, pan around the room. This is the doctor's office. You have another doctor over here, and I think I would say nurse.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, nurses are here, so.
Really trying to portray a frontier fort which had very limited supplies. It wasn't like this fort was actually, this post was controlled by Detroit. All the men were next to this town, Montreal City, all our supplies came from Montreal and Quebec, came down the Salmon Seaway across the Great Lakes and had to get distributed. So it's a long supply chain actually came through. So they do a good job of portraying just a frontier. You're isolated, you don't have a whole lot of.
That's pretty cool. Again, thank you for the interview. Come on out here today, so you can see all kinds of different things, different characters. Just, if you love history, be a part of history. You can be there to watch the history, or you can be part of it. Like they said, they look for more people. So, see you guys later for some more interviews on Westlake TV.
The one right in front of us.
That's one. Oh! On what? Okay, six, six. Forte, six, six. Triple table, good at six. One should always expect what is not expected. You have an officer?
What a captain.
Bill?
Why not? It's your day.
I think I would serve and compose such a brother. Bill? Relinquish command of this boat?
No, sir. I just think I can get the
Very well. I don't know. Michelle, place my baggage out of the rain. I will need the portmanteau. It has my document. En Saint-Pierre, Jean-Philippe Leroy, Company Blanche de la Marine, Post Detroit. I have been sent to relieve you of command and to assume duties at this post in the absence of Monsieur Balestre, who left 2 years ago now. I have papers if you wish to inspect them. Very good. You have somewhere out of this weather for your health, sir, that we could do this at? Very good. We will move to the Commandant's office. You can inspect my papers. All of you habitants may wish. You may come as well to see to verify that I am who I say I am. My detachment will fall in with your men, and I will conduct an inspection when this business is concluded. Detachement, open the roll, form with the other members of the garrison. Forte, head, you see? Vous êtes congédié. Viva! Come, monsieur, let us get you out of this weather.
He's a carpenter, I'm a steelmaker.
So what are you making today, sir?
Well, yeah, it would be called a coffin. Basically, it's a small box, much like so, with a sliding top. Only it's going to be a little bit bigger, as you can see.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of the long sides, as well as either the front or back. I've got another piece here for the other front or back. And as you can see, it's been rough sawn. Needs to be, and what I'm doing right now is planing it down to proper thickness. These two pieces here will be the bottom and the top. And of course, they need to be planed down as well.
How long have you been doing this? You know, just the acting and stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for
When you say this, do you mean working on this particular project or
viruses.
reenacting as a whole?
Reenacting in general.
Center in the alpha.
Let's see, what year is it currently?
2018.
1758, right. Right, 2018, oh golly, started in 83, so I've been reenacting for quite some time.
So you've seen a lot of change and stuff that's going on here.
Well, yes.
That you could rub into that area and it'll help your immune system and it will speed up your career.
What are they called? What were the oils?
I would recommend like peppermint oil.
For chicken noodles and stuff. You have the KitchenAid noodle
No.
press. No, you
Yeah,
roll them yourself.
we're ethnically Polish. My great grandparents, all 8 of them.
Oh, so you're
Poland.
used to it.
And so my mom would do this, and I said, "Mom, you gotta give me the recipe of what who's eating this." And she said, "I don't know the recipe. I just make it." So she showed me how to do it. You had a couple handful of flour, a couple
Yeah.
eggs,
Not
mix it
little
together,
like
roll it
Till
out.
it feels right.
Right, you take the
Yes.
knife,
Yes.
and you cut it up. That's what I did. Now, usually, for a soup, I'll make them skinnier and longer, but these are more supposed to be like dumplings.
Right. So is this for you, or are you gonna take it up for
It'll be
dinner
for the
tonight?
officers who
Oh,
are
for the
across the way for
officers.
lunch. Yes, as well,
it's gonna be
with
lunch.
a Chardonnay from France. Like a lot of the things, that's why we have flour sacks here. Farine, that stands for flour. Now maize wouldn't come from France. This is hominy that's been ground. We'll make either cornbread, but more like what do I do with that? Oh, you just boil it. You add certain things to it. So like grits.
You like grits?
You do?
She's a grits girl.
Yeah, she loves grits.
So it is winter time, so we don't have access to a lot of fresh, really any kind of fresh food. So we have pickles. I have these are fermented. Usually you open up the pickle jar and you put it in your fridge. These you just take water, some salt, and whey, which you get from making yogurt or milk, and that will cottage cheese exactly, and that will begin to ferment, and that keeps it even in regular room temperature. Like again, the stewed squash that I talked about. People say, "Well, where'd you get the pumpkin from?" This pumpkin's been sitting in my house since October when I picked it, and that's why somebody was surprised to hear the difference between summer squash and winter squash. Summer squash like a zucchini. I'm sorry, excuse me.
I'll bring you back in a second. Here. Yeah, a piece like that.
Well,
I was gonna ask you what this is.
we are
It's
back
called a
at the old
portmanteau.
fort.
It's just a briefcase, a document case. So now they had books, not scrolls, but if you've got individual, letters and things, to carry them flat would be so. Typically they'd be just kind of rolled up. Now it's not mine. I'm not going to open it. But you can see letters and documents here. Now those letters have been folded in a very similar fashion but not with an envelope. The letter is folded up and becomes self. Yes. Oh yes.
The daily letters.
Yes.
Now, is this French?
It looks like yes. Is it du Parleroy? I'm not sure what that means. Je suis la boulier. I'm the baker. I can say that.
Okay.
Je suis la boulier. I'm the baker. But that's not evident. I still have my apron on. This is my capote. It's an overcoat with a hood that's made from a blanket. So the stripe. This is a 4-point Hudson Bay blanket. There was cash, like we're familiar with, but much of the economy was barter. And the primary currency was fur.
So how long have you been doing this, Bob? I know you look familiar.
Oh, a reenactor? I started in 2006. Was my first year as a reenactor. I was an elementary teacher, and I didn't realize it, but I did a little reenacting when I was a teacher. But now I've got more examples of historic attire. My feet. These are my Caterpillar boots, my Carhartts, whatever the modern analogy, but they're wooden shoes.
So you're from Holland.
Well, the shoes, they were made all over Europe, all along the coast, especially in Holland, because the ground for farming, to go out, leather shoes would simply rot away if they stayed wet, where these are waterproof. And they're a renewable resource. They're very easy to replace. I just go to the local shoemaker and get another pair. Now I have for comfort, that little fuzzy bit is called a sheepie, which I don't know in French or Dutch, but the Dutch, the French, I know in Holland they call these klompen. It's onomatopoeia, because that's what it sounds like when you're walking around, klompen, I'm klomping. And in France, in French, they're called sabots. And if you can stand an interesting story, sometime during the Industrial Revolution, machines were being designed to mechanize and to automate what had once been things made by hand, because the population, health was improving, food production, transportation was improving, and the population was growing, and there weren't enough craftsmen to make enough shoes to go around, and entrepreneurs and inventors said, well, what if we made a machine that could carve, a dozen shoes all at once?
We're on.
All right, our next stop is Redfern, which is a P-Tarm ice tarming, which is supposed to be a sinister place. Peace.
Huh.
With 10 ice spots.
Oh, that's cool. You having fun?
Yes, we are.
How's it going, Kevin?
Good. Just trying to get out of this mud pit.
All right. You having a good time?
Oh yes. We're seeing a lot of good Fort Wayne history and also present day. So a lot of good things on this on Wesley's show today.
Yep.
You're seeing the reality part of it right now. Right now, Wesley decided he wanted to show like a little reality part of us going to these events. I could interview Kevin from his mirror, so
yeah, that's the best thing.
That's kind of cool. So Wesley, what was your favorite part about the old fort so far?
Everything today has been great so far.
What about you, Kevin?
Everything. you know, I'll be honest, I was one of those people in history class that would fall asleep because I was 5th grade and just didn't care. I was careless as a kid and some of this stuff. But now, going back into that to today, it's interesting to learn, you know, about the reenactment of what they're doing at the fort, and I think it's really cool to know some of the history now.
All right, cool. What's the anything you want to say before we go to the next spot?
Stay tuned for more. We're out at the penguin on South Wenison.
Yeah, guys, there's gonna be a little ice sculpture show down here. They do it every year. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah, they do this every year.
And here's one of them.
They're just loading them off this truck right now, actually. So we're a little early, so we're not gonna be able to get what we want to get. But this is something you definitely want to check out here in, you know, in the city of Fort Wayne. A history event going on, and all the just cool things in Fort Wayne that people just don't realize that are around. So yeah, we're getting more of the stuff off the truck. And there's some pigs. This is really cool. You know, people take some hard work to make this.
I was a little worried.
For sure.
You gonna keep that in there, Wesley, when I said that I got kicked out of the house? I'm telling Nicole about that.
Well, we are out here on Hillars Park, and you can see there's some ice sculptures here. Yes, we gotta get to them fast because of the weather. You can tell they are melting when we are actually looking at them here. Yeah, you can see it whipping when. So, we put up that one down here. Well, stay tuned for more. Ready?
Hey guys, what's going on? This is your boy Kevin York again. So we're right out here outside Rudy's. We've been already, you know, doing some of these ice sculptures. We found another one of them right down here in Rudy's. This is a nice little coffee shop. Check out their business. But there's another awesome. You like that? I think it's a pretty nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. This is probably this is the last one we're gonna hit. For some reason, we're ahead of schedule, and a lot of the sculptures we were unable to catch. But it's a nice.
Yeah, we have to go to see one day in May.
Yeah.
Here at noon at the Whitewood.
You're good.
I just come to look.
You're good. I got it the other day.
You need like the premium membership.
That's what somebody else was saying too.
Like they need to give you like a super discount every time you come because you eat there so much.
Yeah, it's pretty bad that they know what I'm gonna order.
That's how Starbucks is with me though.
Well, we are back at the Whitewood, and they don't have a Y where you can actually watch them tarp the ice sculpture at noon.
Sweet.
Plus, they also have other stuff throughout the day too.
So where are we heading now then?
We heading back to the Whitewood.
Yeah, show people how we're gonna go in there?
Yep.
Nice. Anything you gonna say to the fans out there that's watching your show?
Stay tuned for more from our Winterval. show, basically. That's when we went to Presbyterian today. Mostly they had a pizza truck there now.
Whee!
This gas. I would if it was straight away, but it's a curve. Doesn't really work out like that.
Crazy, I've seen the light of day, now it's dark.
Well, it's getting busy in here. Parking's becoming limited. Let's do this.
Did we stop?
Yeah.
This is a die grinder, a large die grinder with a burr bit attached to it.
There you go.
My on-off switch broke on it, so it's hot all the time. It's plugged in, it's hot.
Hi, I'm with the newspaper. Can I just get your name real quick? No. What's your first name?
Shannon.
This is the ice sculpture in front of Pheasant Court Lane.
Having too much fun. There she goes. Come here. Yeah, come on. Yep, come here. Come on. What that looks like?
This is a chisel.
Girl, where
And I don't want to take so much ice away. Yep.
How long does it take for one of these hoops to be finished?
To be finished?
Yeah.
It varies. This one's pretty straightforward, so it's not too crazy difficult. So this will probably take me hour and 20 minutes to do this. And then the other one will probably take me about the same, about an hour and 20 minutes. Some of the carvings I do are very complex, so those will take a lot longer time. These guys they're fun, but they're a little bit on the easier side.
It's pretty hard to me.
Which I'm okay with because the weather out here is not the most friendly for ice carving. I like it to be about between 5 and 15 degrees outside is the best temperature to carve in.
Oh, look, he's got another ice. There's two more.
What do you want to sit here and watch?
It would have been a lot better, but nature has other plans. You don't want it? Okay. Very cool. If I come to Milton, come to my house. Sure thing.
That's a Star Wars robot.
It sure is. It's the R2D2 guy.
You probably could have used this. Oh, yeah?
Wonder Team. Now the second robot between the two.
Second one.
Oops, sorry. Busy with my teeny stuff. Way too busy.
Oh, yeah. See? What?
I don't know if you want to be on.
Malamute, Samoyeds.
Well, we are at the Chimney Center.
Probably sooner or later, at one time, we're all one. These are three. Actually, there's Mom. This is her daughter. And the big one down there is. Can they weigh up? These guys will get about 80 pounds. No. 85 is
Huh? No, they pull a rig or they pull a sled or they pull a scooter or a bicycle. They pull this rig. No, we don't ride them. We're not that big. I weigh 100.
Jane, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She just had him running across the market. She's going to hook somebody up now. She's charter by herself. Dory's 5, right, Mom?
Sorry?
Dory's 5, right?
Yeah, Troy's 5.
Siberian Husky. He's a little overweight and he's quite a bit old. Are they all Huskies or are they some mountains?
Let's go get it!
Go get it! Go get it! Guys, go get it! Come on!
Yeah. Whoa!
Whoa, whoa!
Oh, they don't be all day?
Mom, I think he's right into it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Come on, no, I'll give it to you when you go back. Go see Matt.
Come up.
I got treats. Come on, Blue.
What do you think on?
Whoa!
No, he's been doing this since he was About 12. Yep.
Hey, when is it? March what?
March 10th.
March 10th. So you're going to come out to Solomon Farms. We're putting on a demo out there, and we'll probably have little short runs where people can ride scooters. Solomon Farms. It's out on DuPont Road.
Well, so you can walk around.
Neither one turned on you, Kristen. Let's try it again. Okay, smile. Yeah, there. I think I got a good one now.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm,
They wasting them back.
is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at thy sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing Alleluia. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born.
Yep, we on TV as well.
Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
Should we make a video?
Yeah.
I think I kind of clear out space right now because it didn't.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Coconut? She does have a little white stuff too. Coconut, right?
How I know she likes our living room is every time we let her in the kitchen, she tries running in the living room.
We just let her in for just a little bit.
Right,
She didn't
so
stay
give
in
her
the house.
Just let her go.
long enough for Kristen to pet her.
Well,
She does like it.
yeah, we'll do that.
Hey, everybody. We on the Tavis flight for part of the Winterval.
Okay.
Make sure you sit back.
Okay.
Let me show you something.
Look at Mom. Like anytime you
Which
move.
cat is it?
Yes,
That
we
white
are
one
having
with the
fun,
big
Chuck.
orange.
Oh.
It's like this big.
Okay.
Look at my mom.
Just so you know.
Look
We didn't
at
know
my
it didn't have a
mom
battery.
there.
So you have
Look
to
at
take the
my
battery
mom.
out of it.
I'm a beautiful
So the batteries
cat.
are dead.
Wait, camera. Kitty. Oh, toy.
Yeah, she had it sitting out in the living room and it must have sensors in it. So anytime anybody moved or walked past it.
Okay.
Yeah,
She has
it
one like
moved and
that.
it just-
It's not that one, but a different one. Every time we turn the lights on and off, it does it too. The sensor.
Yep.
Yep.
Try to always make sure they have an off switch. And you got 50
You can watch this
Yeah.
during the. Oh shoot! Can't remember what my weekend I said this was gonna play.
How do you
But it's gonna be
open this,
in
Carrie?
mid-February.
How do you open
This will be the second
No.
You want to
Saturday.
wait till we get off?
We
'Cause we're about
basically
ready
got
to
the
get
dirt.
off.
We're on the third Saturday of Sunday,
It might be
or
hard
third
to-
Saturday
you
of
might
February.
Drop it when you're getting off.
get it?
Okay, well we're about to get off, Kristen. We'll get it when we get off.
You have arrived at your destination. Ding!
Thank you.
Okay, Wesley TV. Did you get that film?
Oh yeah, of course.
All right, good man.
Superman and Fort Wayne, the CW.
I'm gonna go watch some TV.
Happy holidays from all of us at Parkview Health.
On the first day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me a hospital in my community. On the second day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me 2 acts of love and a hospital in my community. On the third day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me 3 true friends, 2 acts of love and a hospital in my community. On the fourth day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me 4 healing cures, 3 true friends, 2 acts of love, and a hospital in my community. On the fifth day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me 5 medics with wings, 4 healing cures, 3 true friends, 2 acts of love, and a hospital in my community. On the sixth day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me 6 nurses slaying, 5 medics with wings, 4 healing cures, 3 true friends, 2 acts of love, and a hospital in my community. On the seventh day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me 7 trainers treating, 6 nurses slaying, 5 medics with wings, 4 healing cures, 3 true friends, 2 acts of love, and a hospital in my community. On the 8th day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me 8 teenage swinging, 7 trainers treating, 6 nurses slaying, 5 medics with wings, 4 healing cures, 3 true friends, 2 acts of love, and a hospital in my community. On the 9th day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me 9 doctors dancing, 8 teenage twinning, 7 trainers treating, 6 nurses swaying, 5 medics with wings, 4 healing cures, 3 true friends, 2 acts of love, and a hospital in my community. On the 10th day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me 10 Texas sweeping, 9 doctors dancing, 8 teenage twinning, 7 trainers treating, 6 nurses swaying, 5 medics with wings, 4 healing cures, 3 true friends, 2 acts of love, and a hospital in my community. On the 11th day of Christmas, my Parkview gave to me 11 ambulance typing, 10 Texas Texas swimming, 9 doctors dancing, 8 teammates swimming, 7 trainers treating, 6 nurses swaying, 5 medics with wings, 4 healing cures, 3 true friends, 2 acts of love, and a hospital in my community. On the 12th day of Christmas, my parkview gave to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 admins typing, 10 Texas sweeping, 9 doctors dancing, 8 teammates swinging, 7 trainers treating, 6 nurses swaying, 5 medics with wings, 4 healing cures, 3 true friends, 2 acts of love, and a hospital in my community.
Anybody, we got a sing-along song for you. This is Toy to the Wheel.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Bethlehem, thy songs and of fields and floods, brought hills and plains. Repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. No more let sins and sorrows grow, no thorns infest the ground. He comes to make his blessings flow, for us the curse is found, for us the curse is found, for us the curse is found. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations move. The glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his
We are back here, and our next sing-along song for today is Aren't the Angels Sing? Here at ChristmasFest 2020.
herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all
'Twas a week before Christmas, the big night was near. Santa came for a checkup of his heart, bones, and ears. Let's go into the room now, like an elf on a shelf, and see if dear Santa got a clean bill of health.
Hi, how are you today? Do you prefer Kringle or Claus?
Claus will be just fine, young man.
Okay, great. We're going to take a quick listen and see how your heart sounds. Sounds jolly. Let's see what the x-rays show us. Interesting. I have to say your heart is in mint condition.
Well, thank you, doctor. Do you have any more medical advice for me?
Well, I'd say make sure you take a run with the reindeer every now and then. Manage your holiday stress over the next couple of weeks. And I know you're going to want to celebrate, but make sure you watch your desserts.
Why, what do you mean, watch the desserts?
Well, Santa, let's talk about your diet. I just want to make sure you're fueling up properly for your big flight. Can we start with yesterday and tell me what you had to eat?
Sure. Let's see. For breakfast, I had a stack of gingerbread pancakes with a gallon of maple syrup and 4 cups of cocoa. Lunch was a dozen sugar cookies, and for dinner, it was a fruitcake with gumdrops and 3 candy canes. I just love candy canes. Don't you, Adrienne?
I sure do, Santa. But I'm a little worried about the amount of sugar you're eating. We need to be mindful of that bowl full of jelly you're getting there. How about we try some fruits and vegetables?
Oh, fruits and vegetables?
Yeah, like instead of reaching for your cookies, let's try an apple instead. And they even come in your favorite color, Santa.
Oh, okay.
In addition to nutrients, fruits and vegetables have calcium, which is great for your bones too.
You know, I have been experiencing some discomfort.
Hey, Santa. Last year you mentioned some pain in your back and legs.
Why, yes. It hurt like the dickens.
Right. So did you try lifting the toy sack with your legs like I showed you?
Yes, I tried. But the toys, they seem to get heavier every year. And there are so many good little boys and girls.
Well, I need you to find another way to get the toys into the sleigh. Maybe ask the elves for help. Lower lumbar pain can really turn you into a Scrooge.
Okay.
Now, for your legs, I'm afraid the news isn't too good there.
Would you look at that?
Here are the x-rays from last year, and as you can see, all those years of having children sit on your lap has caused quite the change to your bone structure. So, I'm going to have you start foam rolling after a long day at the mall. Maybe use some ice, try some snow on it, maybe that'll help. And afterwards, some heat, maybe sit by the fire. Let's see if we can get rid of some of the discomfort for you, okay?
Well, that sounds great. Am I good to go?
Not until I've given you a once-over, Santa.
Of course.
Oh my. Wow.
Woo. Oh my, that tickles.
Everything looks good here, Santa, but I want to remind you of a few things. No sleigh rides after eggnog. Make sure you don't breathe as you go down the chimney, and make sure there are no flames in the fireplace. And remember, no milk that's been sitting out longer than 4 hours or if it smells funny, and no texting and sleigh riding.
Yes, Thomas, I promise.
You have a safe flight.
Did someone say flight? Santa, what's up? Getting your pre-flight checkup, I see.
You got it.
Cool. We'll see you up there, buddy.
Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
I need to slow down.
What does the arm on the bus do? Arm on the bus puts sign out, so please don't pout. What it's about is keep kids safe on the bus route each and every school day. What does the sign say? The sign says stop, don't go around. You look like a clown, and everyone around. When the sign is out, don't just slow down.
buses are here for the school year.
So make sure you think, slow down or blink when the sign goes out. Don't move about. Please stop your heart.
This message is brought to you by the City of Burnsville. For more information about traffic laws and bus safety, please visit www.burnsville.org/traffic.